municipal elections are next Tuesday, and we continue our look at the primary election tonight by talking with more of the candidates running for at-large seats to the St. Joseph City Council. This evening, we meet an electrician, a new downtown resident, and a coffee shop owner. City Council candidate Carl Jennings says now was the right time to make his first run for a public office.
I'm dedicated to making our city better.
The lifelong St. Joseph resident and electrician says as a member of the City Council, he would focus on a few key areas.
I would like to give our fire department and our police raises where they need to be, if that can be done. I'd like to clean our city up. Remember when we was the All-American city? I'd like to be that again.
Jennings is on the board of the Downtown Association and is excited about recent progress made there.
I like downtown in St. Joe. I think it's a cool place that could be a whole lot cooler. We're working on making it a whole lot better down there.
And Jennings says he agrees with many about the safety issues some kids have in trying to get to school.
I'd like to see sidewalks around the schools that don't have them. My parents live down the street from Spring Garden, and that's pretty dangerous, them kids walking down the street with the sun in your eyes, especially of a morning.
Candidate Randy Schultz recently moved to downtown St. Joseph. He says he sees the momentum of good things happening there, but says there's one big snag.
If we can get that hotel renovated, fixed up, it'd be fantastic. I think that's what we need, and we need to get a lot of things cleaned up. With the community, with a good city council, I believe we can make this all work together.
Schultz says he also has a great view of the I-229 bridge from his home. He says he disagrees with those who say it needs to come down.
It's not that big of an eyesore. It's a thoroughfare. And that thoroughfare means business. That means money to the downtown. That's tax dollars coming into this community. And that's what we need is tax dollars.
And on riverfront development, Schultz says work needs to be done, but planned cautiously.
The river is an animal by itself. You don't ever control a river. The river controls you. So to put a lot of investment down there, you'd have to make smart investments. You would have to make the correct infrastructure down there to maybe a river walk, but you'd have to be able to control that river.
And running against some incumbents in the race for city council does not bother Schultz at all.
I got into this race because I believe in St. Joseph, I believe in the city council, and I believe it's time for a change, and sometimes change is good.
Candidate Andy Montee comes from a political family. His mother is former state auditor Susan Montee. He is now a downtown business owner, proprietor of the Mocaska Coffee House, and has ideas about how the city can help downtown to prosper more.
I really feel like the city council could be playing a more direct role in kind of shaping it to not necessarily be too niche of an activity or too niche of a community, but rather try to encourage development of grocery stores, other social services, things that I think will make downtown community in general kind of a more appealing place to live and to grow.
Montee has followed the city's debate about how to staff and pay police and public safety workers. He has a different plan should he be elected.
Trying to encourage other forms of public safety officials who are not strictly police officers, but also might be social workers or other types of people who might be kind of, could work side by side to increase the responses in the ways that we're kind of approaching community problems in general.
That Montee is the youngest candidate in the 9-person race does not deter him. In fact, he thinks it could be an advantage.
I do think that I offer kind of a different perspective on this, that, St. Joe has had a declining population for a number of years now and has quickly become eclipsed by Platte County and the development going on south. And so I think that a lot of that could be the way that the city works to make St. Joe more attractive for young people who have either left and we want them to come back, or we want them to stay here and build their families and homes here.
We'll have more council candidate previews for you tomorrow, and in all, there are 9 of them vying for 4 council at-large seats. In the primary, the top 8 will advance to the April general election unless one or more of them gets at least 50% of the ballots cast. Voters will get to choose 4 candidates of their choice.